Oh, something different.
Have you ever thought about it? How confusing Israel's journey to freedom must have been. First, here comes Moses, who was of their lineage but grew up in Pharaoh's house and ran away and comes back saying, God sent me to you to tell you that he's about to deliver you. Now, just there alone, I can imagine some persons are wondering, should we listen to him? Should we believe him? What is his track record? He's never prophesied anything before, but we've never heard from this God in all these years. I guess they would have been confused because it is normal for us to sometimes be confused when we think we're hearing from God, but we're not too sure if it's really him. Then, as if that wasn't bad enough, this promised deliverer starts working, and the next thing they know, they're having a plague. Yes, you're supposed to be delivered, but life just got worse. You're now having a plague. And then when that stops, shortly after, a little respite, here comes another plague. The first three plagues, Israel suffered through them. But I thought you said God was going to deliver me. I was not suffering like this before. Is this what deliverance looks like? How confusing it must have been for them. Then, of course, the Lord separated them from the Egyptians, and the other 7 plagues were the Egyptians only and not the Israelites. But again, they would have been confused because there were some times that Pharaoh would say, okay, they can go. And then in a moment, he changes his mind and says, no, they're not going anywhere. How confusing it must have been. Looks like it's going to happen, right on the brink of it, and then it changes. Have you ever been there? Well, if that wasn't bad enough, in the midst of the plagues, Pharaoh got upset and made their life harder. Decided that they would now have to make the same number of bricks per day, but they would also have to go and forage for straw themselves. And they would get whipped if they were not making the quota. And when they complained, Pharaoh said, oh, really? You're all lazy. It's because you're lazy why you can be talking about leaving to go and worship. So you're supposed to be delivered, and life is getting harder. Have you ever been there? You get that prophecy, and you say, thank you, Jesus. Yes, Lord, I receive it, because you're sure now things are about to get better. But instead of getting better, it gets worse. Now, after a while, after the 10th plague, they are set free. They're not only set free, but they're paid reparation. And so they're free and they're wealthy. Finally, God has come through. Amazing, rejoicing, enjoying the goodness of God until they find themselves in a place where they have nowhere to turn to the right nor the left. There is a sea in front of them and they can't swim. And the army of Egypt is coming at them full force. What a sudden and tragic reversal. From freedom to a near certain death. How confusing. Have you ever noticed sometimes that your journey seems to be confusing? And sometimes you wonder, what is God up to? Because every time you think you've worked out exactly how this is going to go, here comes something to change it, to turn it, to twist it. Don't you sometimes feel like just quitting, just giving up because this makes no sense? Well, don't give up. Do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge Him. He will direct your path. Remember, the wisdom of God is foolishness to man. So wait upon Him, trust Him, and watch God work. God bless you. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And for more, join us at 9 a.m. at 10 Union Square, Crossroads, Kingston, Jamaica. If you can't be there in person, join us virtually via YouTube Live.